So this is the Weld XTT 182DV machine. Weld any sort of steel, stainless steel, nickel alloys up to about 4 millimeters thick. It's dual voltage, which makes it ideal for site use. It will run on 110 or 240 volt with a smart switching system. With the machine, you get a 2 meter mains input cable, a work return lead, and a gas hose with clamps and a plug. So if you're not purchasing it with a Weld torch, it means you can fit your existing torch onto the front of the machine. If you buy the machine as a package, it then comes with a Weld Pro Grip Max TIG torch. This torch is fantastic torch, really flexible. It's got a leather cover on the cable, makes it very flexible, easy to use, and comes complete with the correct connections to fit on the front of the machine. Going through the controls on the machine, on the back of the machine you've got the on-off switch and the gas connection, and then on the front of the machine you've got a main amperage control to increase or decrease the amperage. You've got a downslope control which also controls the post gas. So when you increase the downslope, you also increase the post gas function. Then you've got a couple of toggle switches at the front here. This one toggles between HF start and lift TIG mode, and then this one gives you the option of MMA welding, 2T TIG welding, or 4T. Obviously in 4T mode you can press once to release the trigger to weld, and then press again to stop. Then on the bottom of the machine you've got the positive and negative connections for the torch and work return lead. Okay, so we're going to connect the torch now. The torch power cable needs to be connected into the negative connection on the front of the machine. It's really important you connect it to the negative connection, otherwise you'll find your electrodes consume pretty quickly. Gas connection onto there, then the trigger connection, spin that around and lock it up, and then finally the work return lead goes into the positive connection when you're TIG welding. And now the machine's ready to go. Okay, so now we're going to do a quick demonstration weld with the machine. First of all, switch it on at the rear. Get a small gas purge. Adjust the amperage to around 60 amps. Down slope, we'll put that about midway. Make sure you're in HF mode 4T, and it's ready to weld. So let's just put out a small fusion weld. Let's demonstrate the machine. We're in 4T mode, so it'll start with a background current. Release the trigger, goes up to the welding current. Just going to stir this along a little bit. And press the trigger, goes into downslope, final current, release the trigger, arc off.